I've talked about in a few different videos why I ended up adding the American Express Business Platinum card to my wallet in September of 2024. I've covered how I do use some of the credits and benefits with this card, especially that 35% rebate when booking travel through American Express's travel portal. And also I've covered why I really opted for the Business Platinum card as opposed to the Personal Platinum, where I know I could get even more value. The main reason for adding this card was its massive sign-up bonus of 250,000 membership rewards points after 20,000 in spend in 3 months. And while I may not be taking full advantage of all the credits and maybe getting the maximum amount of value that I can out of this card, there's a very specific reason that I just got this package in the mail. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know exactly what this box means. And the answer is yes, I did just have my fiance apply for another American Express Business Platinum card. I'll explain why. First, let's take a look at American Express's website to go over the Business Platinum so I can tell you about the credits that I am actually using and taking advantage of. And like I said, I'll give you some examples of how I've used that 35% rebate when booking flights through American Express's travel portal. So looking at the Amex website, as you can see right here at the top, the elevated sign-up bonus of 250,000 membership rewards points is actually showing again right now for me, as it was for my fiance when I had her apply. Scrolling down below that, you can see that the earnings on this card, you are getting 5x back on both hotels and airlines booked through American Express's travel portal. You're also getting 1.5x back on things like electronics or software providers, US construction materials, and any purchase over $5,000, and then 1x back for all of your other spending. So with these low spending multipliers, it doesn't really get a lot of everyday use for me. I built out a great core credit card setup, at least I think it is, for my fiance and I's spending habits. And all the different cards that we have right now have much higher multipliers than this, so it really just kind of falls into more of my backup or travel wallet and gets pulled out when we need lounge access or something like that. Scrolling down to some of the credits here, the first one being that semi-annual $200 Dell credit, which is still set to expire at the end of June, so time will tell exactly what that means, whether it does get renewed or there's a new credit coming to replace that Dell credit. As I said, I did apply back in September, so I was able to use that $200 before 2024 ended. And I also used that as well right at the start of this year to buy some things for my YouTube or streaming setup, if you can even call it that. So I have technically used $400 worth of value, although would I normally be shopping at Dell? So should this really count towards my effective annual fee? Not really. Other things like the Indeed or the Adobe credit, again, just no real use case, at least for me. I think with my fiance's side hustle, which she applied for her card under, I think we may end up finding a use for those in the long run, but at least as of right now, neither of us really plan on using either of these credits. Scrolling down a little bit further as well, the wireless credit, again, doesn't really get used. For me personally, I have a business phone, so my company pays for my cell phone bill every month, and my fiance is actually still in her mom's family account, so she just Venmos her mom every month. So again, another credit that really goes unused. The $200 airline fee credit, this one was actually really interesting, and it got used in full right away at the start of January this year. This also ties into that 35% rebate that I've mentioned a couple times that comes with only the Business Platinum card, where essentially when you book a flight through American Express's travel portal, you get 35% of the points used back in the form of a rebate. So I took advantage of that 35% rebate to get right around a 1.5 cent per point value when it came to a couple different flights. The first one of this year being a bachelor party that I just got back from, where I had to book a JetBlue flight from Boston to Buffalo, New York. Go Bills, by the way. So not only did I use that benefit, but it actually, for whatever reason, and it may have just been a glitch on American Express's part, so everyone keep this quiet, on my statement actually appeared the full cash value of the flight that I booked, as well as an immediate statement credit for the exact same value. But just a couple of days later, I actually saw on my statement as well, this triggered the $200 airline fee credit because of that very first charge on my statement. So I'm not sure if this is just normal when it comes to this airline fee credit. It feels like I sort of made out here and really was able to burn through the $200 airline fee credit. Again, like I said, right at the start of January. Outside of that airline fee credit, there is a $199 Clear Plus credit, which now that my fiance has this card as well, we do plan on both using. So between the airline fee credit, this Clear Plus credit, and again, like I said, with the Dell credit, it's not something that I would normally spend on, but with this YouTube channel, I'm finding myself having to buy a lot more different electronics and things like that. So I've actually found that credit somewhat useful, and time will tell what happens at the end of June when they do end up refreshing that credit or replacing it with something, on exactly how much value we can actually get out of these cards if we do decide to keep both of them long term. So scrolling down a little bit further, the main reason that a lot of people get this card is for that global lounge collection access that you can get when flying. And I know for me personally, having at least a few different business trips throughout the year, at least 1 or 2 vacations that my fiance and I will always take, we definitely now look forward to elevating our travel experience having this lounge access for both of us. A new addition to this Business Platinum card is this $200 Hilton statement credit that comes in the form of $50 quarterly, which a lot of people out there have sort of figured out that you can actually use on Hilton gift cards. And at least for me, I don't really have a use case being a Marriott loyalist for staying at a Hilton 4 times throughout the year, at least once per quarter. So hopefully when those gift cards do end up coming back in stock, I guess use this credit for those and maybe save up if we ever do want to stay at a Hilton. Outside of the credits with this card, some of the other major benefits are the Hilton or Marriott Gold status that comes with this card, access to the Fine Hotels and Resorts program. But at least for me, again, on the hotel side, I do actually have the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card, so I am a Platinum member, so not really a use case for that benefit for me. So as you can tell as I continue scrolling through the benefits here, that a lot of these aren't really applicable for our current spending habits or our business structures and how we spend our money that way. So it may not seem like a good idea to now have 2 of these cards, but with such a massive sign-up bonus of 250,000 membership rewards points, we can't really pass that up, especially knowing that we are looking to book our honeymoon within the next month or so. So if you don't know, I've actually just started my channel not knowing anything about credit cards, but really going to get engaged to my now fiance. Thankfully, she said yes. Knowing that we'd have a lot of spend upcoming with our wedding and all the different things that come with that, I really wanted to dive headfirst into credit cards and learn all that I could. And that's really what you're getting with my channel, is seeing someone that's learning along the way, learning more and more every time I make a video, or every week, every time I read an article or watch a video from someone else, some of the other great content creators out there in the space. And funnily enough, I'm sort of going against, I guess, in a sense, all that I have learned so far with making smart decisions, only adding cards that work for you and your spending habits, and cards that have credits that you can actually use, especially with these higher annual fee cards. But going back to why I even started the channel, or why I learned about credit cards in the first place, the main reason is to just take advantage of all that spend and to be able to go on the honeymoon of our dreams, staying at properties and different locations that we'd never be able to otherwise afford. So that was the main reason that I applied for my Business Platinum card. The lounge access and things like that, I'm definitely going to continue taking advantage of as long as I do end up holding this card. And potentially at the end of this year, I may end up running that upgrade downgrade strategy that's been trademarked by Sledge. And again, on that personal platinum card, I know for a fact I can use the Uber Cash every single month, the digital entertainment credit and things like that. And again, I am eligible for a $150 statement credit through my corporate American Express account. So that just shaves $150 off that annual fee every single year if I do end up applying for that card. And not just with the Business Platinum card, but really any business card out there. That's the beauty of adding those to your own core credit card setup, is that you can actually cancel without it affecting your personal credit score or anything like that. And again, the main reason that I applied or started applying for business credit cards was to take advantage of these elevated sign-up bonuses compared to the personal card. I've actually already laid out all the different points that we'll need to earn in order to be able to take our honeymoon in, say, January or February of 2026 completely using points, which is again the main reason I even got into this whole credit card game, was to take the honeymoon of our dreams. All 3 properties that we're looking to stay at for our honeymoon have already added the point redemption rates for the dates that we're looking at, so I really want to get on top of this. And we actually have a ton of spend upcoming, which I'll cover in the second here over the next 3 weeks or so. So the timing was perfect to apply for this Business Platinum card. This additional 250,000 plus membership rewards points that we'll earn on the sign-up bonus from her Business Platinum card will push us over the edge in terms of the points that we need to make the Marriott bookings that we're looking at. And I've been covering in a few other videos recently, and I'll be posting more about our strategy on the Chase side with adding some more cards from Chase's network to earn UR points to be able to transfer to Hyatt. Essentially, over these next 3 weeks, we've got the most amount of money that we've ever spent in that short amount of time coming up with our wedding venue deposit. We're paying a couple different vendors. She's got her bachelorette party Airbnb on the books and a bunch more stuff that, quite honestly, I don't even want to get into because it just drives me crazy how much money we're spending. But anyway, that led me over these last couple of weeks to really make sure that I had a good plan in place so that we could hit multiple sign-up bonuses, as that is the best way to earn the most amount of points in the shortest amount of time. And when I started to search around on both my Chase and American Express account, and same thing for my fiance on both of her accounts, We found that even when using referral links, and I tried everything, I tried incognito windows, I tried different devices, different browsers, I was looking everywhere for an elevated sign-up bonus on the American Express Business Gold Card to avoid this $695 annual fee, but I was not able to find or at least be eligible for a $200,000 sign-up bonus on that card. And for whatever reason, referral links were not working between the two of us. I don't know what was going on. I tried other people's referral links as well. Specifically, I was looking at that personal platinum card knowing that I could get positive value on it, but same thing with that card. We were only able to find a sign-up bonus of 80,000 points, I think was the most that we found. So really we're only left with one option, that being the business platinum cards earn the points that we truly needed. So that has led us to having two of these bad boys. With the Dell credit, we can use that before it expires at the end of June. And in terms of that $200 airline fee credit or the 35% rebate, like I said, for me, I actually selected JetBlue on my own account. I'm thinking, at least as of right now, for her card or her account, of selecting maybe American Airlines or something like that, with American being one of the main service providers down in the Caribbean where we're looking to go for our honeymoon. But definitely some more numbers and some more math for me to do, whether it's worth doing the MR transfer to Alaska Airlines, to Hawaiian Airlines, to book American Airlines flights, or if it makes more sense for her to just add that American Airlines as her preferred airline on her Business Platinum card and use that 35% rebate to get that 1.5 cent per point. And while there's definitely more things for me to figure out how exactly we're going to take advantage of both of these cards, at least for now, over these next several months, like I said, we do have a couple of different domestic trips, nothing major, but it will be nice to sort of show her the elevated travel experience that comes with a card like this, where you can get that airport lounge access that I've actually begun to experience over these last several months with my own work trips. So I'm hoping with an elevated travel experience and being able to book this big honeymoon trip, which will require over 1 million points that I plan on doing next month, that she'll be finally fully on board with my new credit card obsession. I do feel obligated to say that I don't recommend anyone copy exactly what I'm doing. I know that my strategy is very aggressive in terms of my velocity of applications and things like that, but I do think that with my channel, you can hopefully take away a few things if you have, say, higher than average spend, if you have your own wedding or some big purchases coming up. I look forward to hearing from you down below exactly how you use multiple platinum cards in your own setup. And if you want to see a similar video where I break down how I use the American Express Gold Card, make sure you check out this video next. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the video. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Cheers.